So Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap the clipboard.
Letting dysfunction run wild. One wrong decision here and his rookie coaching season might end up as the ultimate cautionary tale for every team that confuses big-name hype with actual chemistry. If you think the sky should let go of Ree, then comment fire the baby giraffe. Let's go. Well, we know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in a press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes. Now, all of this went down during the Washington Miss game. This happened on national. This all came to a head during the final seconds of a.
We know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in a press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington Miss this game. This happened on national.
Unbelievably soft that led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's clipboard, walking over and slapping a coach's clipboard, and let's be clear, this wasn't some harmless accident or a little trip of the foot. This was calculated flat-out disrespect blasted in HD. Angel Reese, who just landed the NBA 2K26 cover as supposedly the face of leadership and greatness, couldn't hold it together for half a minute. In the biggest crunch time of the game, she let her emotions steamroll her professionalism, leaving maturity right there on the bench where it apparently feels most comfortable. What makes it worse? This isn't an isolated thing. It's just the latest episode in a season-long reality series starring Angel Reese. She's been busy stirring the pot all year on the court, off the court, wherever she can. Drama trails behind her like a stubborn shadow she refuses to shake. A lot of people are picking up on is when she is walking over to the bench and she slaps the clipboard out of her.
The referees blew every whistle. Like, I'm not joking. There was one play where Angel Reese dribbled backward. She backed into Aaliyah Edwards and tripped over her own feet and got free throws. The free throws that led to this happening were unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's clipboard, walking over and slapping a coach's clipboard.
Double Barbie and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided. Now, we've got to talk about Tyler Marsh because the poor guy is in an absolute no-win situation. This is his first year as a head coach and he arrived in Chicago with a loaded resume. NBA, WNBA, multiple championship runs. He's been molded by some of the best minds in the business. Nick Nurse, Rick Carroll, Becky Hammond. The man is known for building trust, developing players, crafting cultures where teams actually thrive. But all that experience means zilch if he can't control his own locker room. Right now, watching Angel Reese swat clipboards out of staffers' hands with zero fallout, it's starting to look like the players are calling the shots, not.
Are you okay, Barbie? The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided.
She's really worked on that 3-ball file destruction of property charge. He's trying to break all the windows in the building. Check this out. Oh, so what did Marsh do after that clipboard clattered to the floor? Did he instantly yank Reese out of the game? Pull her aside for a serious chat, sit her on the bench to let her cool off? According to every report, nope. None of that. The game just rolled on and Reese finished up with 22 points and 15 boards. Nice stats that got completely overshadowed by her on-air tantrum. That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagaloka said. She's had some great games and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best, but she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways, too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Paglio has been seeing some of the disappointment. And that silence from Marsh, it's deafening, especially when you remember all his talk about accountability and building a title worthy.
Sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus.
Her own coaching staff? If this had been any other player, some rookie on a 10-day contract or a benchwarmer trying to secure a roster spot, there would have been instant consequences. A benching, a hefty fine, maybe even a suspension. But because it's Angel Reese, the supposed face of the franchise, the double-double darling of social media headlines, it's suddenly a different rulebook. Wild. All right. It was wild. I mean, tempers were flying. This was a all-out rivalry, man. All right. I mean, even Angel Reese was pissed at this moment. Look at this. Pissed. All right. Pissed. This was close to the end of the game. 29 seconds left. Game tie. Game on the line. And I think she was called for. Meanwhile, look at the scoreboard. The Chicago Sky are 613 dangling near the league's basement. They're not just losing games, they're losing their entire identity. When your so-called star player is more focused on building her online brand than leading her team to wins when she's out here slapping clipboards because the refs aren't calling things her way.
Angel Reese, part 49! Let's get it! Why they play it at 11:30 in the morning? What is this, summer camp? Bang! Look it, she's calling ISO! Get out the way! They say her handle is as smooth as butter. Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Everybody now, bang! You heard a lot of chatter and commentary that Angel could shoot now. She's really worked on that 3-ball. And filed destruction of property charge. She's trying to break all the windows in the building. Check this out. Oh! Bang!
Has been chasing down phantom conspiracy theories while ignoring glaring issues happening right under their noses. The same league that's more worried about sparing certain players' feelings than actually enforcing professional standards. They've got rules on paper, guidelines for how players should treat coaches, staff, and each other, but apparently when it comes to Angel Reese, those are just gentle suggestions. Because the league has been dead quiet about this clipboard fiasco, just like it's been quiet about every other bit of questionable behavior Reese has pulled this season. Why do you guys hate Angel Reese so much? The Angel Reese hate is so forced. This is why we hate the Brick Lane sloth. She has a terrible attitude. Awful. Toxic. This is why she has no friend. Now, zoom back in on Tyler Marsh. This guy didn't come to Chicago to babysit a locker room circus. He arrived with a
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliuca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliuca has been seeing some of the disappointment.
reputation for creating cultures built on trust and mutual accountability. General Manager Jeff Pagliuca even sang his praises, saying Marsh was committed to maximizing every player's unique gifts, backed by a calm demeanor and serious basketball IQ. But cool philosophies and inspirational pep talks mean absolutely nothing if he can't put his foot down when it matters. This is Marsh's first real crucible as a head coach. Drawing up plays, managing rotations, and developing talent. That's the easy checklist. The hard part? Handling the moment your star player acts like a petulant child in front of a national TV audience. Angel Reese said that she was done being polite. She was done being humble. I'm done being silent. The Bayou Barbie is mad, mad, mad. And Barbie is about to start clapping back at the haters. To her credit, Angel Reese said what she meant and meant. So, what did Marsh do when Reese smacked that clipboard? Did he pull her immediately, sit her down, and send a message?
A very political guy, but Angel Reese showing her far right side here was not something I expected. Bang! Time to take another look at the strategy where you go into the paint and then hit fire. Not quite sure if it's a viable long-term strategy. Bang! I was gonna let destruction of property slide, but now we're gonna go for decapitation. Put her behind bars. Oh my gosh, and she's going crazy on her coach. Not the clipboard. No! Hit your free throws. All is forgiven. What? How about it? Come on, please. Bang!
Please stop embarrassing us. Here's the real kicker. Angel Reese never stops talking about how she's a role model. She's the brand new cover star for NBA 2K26. She's got her own signature shoe line and she's landed a mountain of sponsorship deals. Millions of little girls are watching her every move. And what exactly did she just teach them? That if you're flashy enough, popular enough, if you pull down enough rebounds, you can act any way you please and dodge all consequences. That's not leadership. That's straight up entitlement. This moment, this clipboard slap, this is Tyler Marsh's line in the sand. It's where he gets to prove whether he's really the transformative coach this guy thought they were hiring or just another bench boss too afraid to confront his top player. The easy move, do nothing.
Wild. All right. It was wild. I mean, tempers were flying. This was an all-out rivalry, man. All right. I mean, even Angel Reese was pissed at this moment. Look at this. Pissed. All right. Pissed. This was close to the end of the game. 29 seconds left. Game tied. Game on the line. And I think she was called.
He didn't let Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant steamroll the staff. Pat Riley never let LeBron or do act out unchecked. Becky Hammon didn't grant A.J. Wilson a free pass just because she was the face of the franchise. They all demanded standards, and that's exactly why they lifted trophies. Tyler Marsh's credibility as a coach is hanging by a thread. Because here's the truth. That's not how championship cultures work. That's how disaster happens. And with the Sky slogging through a 613 season that feels more like a daily soap opera than a pursuit of greatness, disaster is right where they're headed. I'm not one to blow up negativity, but Angeli's supposed to be leading young women and being a great example to girls and kids all over the world. Well, I'm here to tell you she was not leading by example. The fix isn't complicated. It's just gutsy. Marsh needs to remember why he was brought to Chicago. Not to cozy up to Angel Reese, not to play hype man for her social feeds, and definitely not to.
Angel Reese had a great game. She had 22 points, 15 rebounds. There were some questionable calls from the referees on both ends of the floor during this game against the Washington Mystics, and they ended up losing by 2 points at the end of the game. And so she's a competitor. Love or hate Angel Reese, she's a competitor. She's a fierce competitor. And I feel like this was just a moment where her frustrations got the best of her. Hopefully, later on, I'm sure she'll probably see this on social media and she'll go up to her coach and be like, my bad, coach. That was not cool of me. I shouldn't have slapped the clipboard.
Enable her theatrics. He was hired to create a championship culture, and that starts with holding everyone equally accountable, even the franchise face. The Chicago Sky need to decide if they're going to be a serious basketball team that demands excellence or a viral sideshow that just happens to dribble a ball. Tyler Marsh showed up in Chicago promising something special. He carried a legacy of titles, strategy, and proven leadership. But none of that means squat if he can't keep control of his locker room. Angel Reese smacking that clipboard wasn't just frustration. It was a test of Marsh's authority, a test of the Sky.
Why do you guys hate Angel Reese so much? The Angel Reese hate is so forced. This is why we hate the bricklaying slough. She has a terrible attitude, awful, toxic. This is why she has no friends.